Welcome to Be Better Thursdays, a video every Thursday to inspire you to be the highest version of yourself with strong Vida. Be better every day. Hi everyone, I'm so happy to be here. Happy Be Better Thursday to you and happy Valentine's Day. So this weekend on Saturday is Valentine's Day, February 14th here in the United States. And I think in most other countries, they celebrate it the same day. Some people do celebrate a different day throughout the year. But I think that celebrating love, it's important for us to remember all year round. Usually all holidays are like that. It's a good reminder to celebrate it that day, but truly we should, do those kinds of things most of the days of the year. It's hard because we're always busy and we forget. It's not easy. So let's take this Valentine's Day as a reminder of just spreading love and being loving and being kind and just generating a lot of good things for other people, just random acts of kindness. And so if you choose to celebrate Valentine's Day in a romantic way with your significant other, that's great, that's good too. We all want to go out for maybe a dinner or celebrate at home, whatever you choose to do. But my suggestion to you, and what this video is about, is just some ideas to prompt you, little things you can do as a compliment to your celebration, or maybe just the only things you will do for Valentine's Day. So I like to choose 4 things that it's pretty much 4 acts of kindness. And one is for a stranger, another one is for someone you know or a friend. The other one is for your significant other if you have one, and if you don't have one in your life right now, then it will be for yourself, or you can do both if you do. And the 4th one, and the most important one, is I'll leave that for the end of the video so that you know what I'm talking about. So it's those 3: stranger, somebody you know or a friend or significant other of yourself, and stay tuned for the last one. So I'm gonna give you a couple little ideas and things that I am thinking of doing this year, and maybe you can either take it from there or maybe other good ideas occur to you. I don't know. So the first one, and I'm gonna read out of my little list I made, is to a stranger. So if it's a stranger, one thing that you could do is to pay for something that you already know the price of. Like it could be maybe a parking meter, or if in your country there isn't any parking meters, you can maybe pay, like if you're in a parking lot and you're in the line to get out, you can pay for the parking of the person behind you. Or you can just put coins on their parking meter. So that's a good act of generosity and love for somebody that you don't know. Another good idea is to let someone else go before you in the line. So if you're doing this horrible line, like one of those government entities lines, or like whatever line you're doing, maybe it's just the grocery store, you can let like 2 or 3 people go before you if you're not in a hurry, and that would be a really nice gesture as well. Another thing you can do is leave an extra generous tip for somebody. And if you don't have the money, some of the things are related to time, some of them are more related to energy, some of them are more related to money. So whatever you have the most in that moment. But if you don't have money to leave an extra generous tip for somebody, you can just leave a really nice note or send them a thank you card. So whether it's a waiter or waitress, or maybe it's just at the hair salon, or anybody that you usually leave a tip to, then you can just make a really nice note, even if it's in a napkin. That's just like a beautiful gesture, and you'll make their day. Another great idea is to make an effort to approach somebody new, like to make a new friendship, and then just ask them how they're doing, or maybe compliment something you like about them. This one is something good to do at a place that you frequent a lot. For example, this is something I've done at my gym, the place where I go and take classes or exercise. Like usually you see the same people around, and you've seen them and they've seen you, but you never really communicate with them. So it would be nice to just approach them one day and say like, hey, how are you? I've noticed that you do this class really well, or anything that will just make you show them like your love or appreciate that they're there and that you want to communicate with them and listen to them. You could also do this maybe at a shop that you always go, or maybe this could be like people that you see outside of your office every day. You know, anything could work in this case. Another great idea is to bring flowers or to visit people at a hospital, or maybe like here's my cat Emma. She loves to do these videos with me, but I usually never let her. Today I'm letting her be part of my videos, so I hope you're not interrupted about it with her. But she's sweet. She loves to be next to me when I'm talking to the camera. Okay, so as I was saying, you can visit a nursing home or you can visit a hospital and maybe bring some flowers. And if you don't have the money to buy flowers, you can just visit and you can just listen to people and ask people how they're doing. And this is a lot of your time you'll be given. And one thing that I've noticed is that when I feel the stretch, or like when I feel that I'm really getting out of my comfort zone when giving or when volunteering or just doing something for somebody else, it really, it's not a sacrifice, but the amazing feeling that I feel after I give, it's much satisfying. So I always try to go a little bit beyond my comfort zone. So maybe that's something to think about. But if these are the first times that you're doing little things like this, like little acts of kindness, then you might want to start small if you like. Okay, so now a little list for someone you know, or maybe a friend. So people that you know, that you see every day, you could also send them a thank you letter, like maybe the mailman, or maybe somebody that, you know, sells you coffee every day at Starbucks, or anyone that you know their first name, you know their last name, and they really serve you every day. So that's a really nice thing to do for them. Another thing will be to just pick a friend that you know, but that you have lost touch with them, and to just call them or send them a nice letter and just tell them how much you remember them and how much you love them and how much you would like to talk to them. And even though people are so accessible nowadays that you can send a text message and you can send a message anytime, it's just so nice to receive a letter in the mail. So that could be a really good idea as well. Also, you can go, if you don't work from home like me, like if you have an office, another great idea is to bring treats to everyone. So it doesn't really have to be like a donut or anything, but it could be maybe like gift certificates for everyone. If you don't have the money, you can do maybe something handmade, or you can go to the 99-cent store and get something. It's just like a little special thing to let them know that you appreciate them all. That's a really good thing to do. Also, even if it's not your office, but maybe it's like a group of people that you get together every month, or it's a different community. It doesn't necessarily have to be your office. Another idea, and this one's one that I really like, is I've never done this one, but I really would like to do it more, or start doing it, would be to offer people something they need. One of the things that comes more to mind is to babysit. So babysitting for a single mom that a friend that's a single mom, or just babysitting for a friend. They don't have to be a single mom. That's a good idea. We all know people that have kids, or even if you have kids yourself, you can offer to babysit. Another good idea, and it's the same category, is we usually know what people need. Like, we always talk to our friends and we know they need more time, or they need to, like they need to drive here and there. You can drive for them. You can help them with their yard, with their backyard. You can help them with it. So just calling them and saying like, hey, listen, this weekend I have Saturday off. Do you need any help? Like, I can help you study. I can help you, anything you want. That's a really good one. Another one that I like is to make a little video, like making a little video for somebody. It's sort of like a greeting card, but instead of a voicemail or writing it down, just make a little video. You can do this on your computer, and then just record yourself just saying hi or hello and saying like, I'm thinking about you, I hope you're doing well. It's so much different than, you know, leaving a voicemail or sending a letter, and it would also make somebody's day. So that's a good idea. Another one will be to forgive someone. And this one can sound big, but we have little things that we can always forgive, always. So if you are feeling resentment about something in the past, maybe it's a long time ago, or maybe it was just yesterday or this week, and sometimes it's just very small, very small. Somebody sent a little email and you didn't like how they phrased it, or somebody just didn't do something you were expecting. You were thinking they were going to call to say something and they didn't, or you feel offended for something, or you feel victimized for something. Like all of those keywords are actually keywords to remind you that it's time to forgive. So if you feel victimized, or if you feel offended, or if you feel defensive about something, that means you are if you're feeling resentment for somebody and you're in expectation mode. So this is a great time to forgive. And if you're not ready to talk to the person and say like, hey, you know, I forgive myself for what I did, and I wish I could have made it better, or whatever the situation is, you can just do it in meditation or in silence on your own, and like start that process, and then just write them a nice letter that says, you know, appreciate you, I love you, regardless of how I acted that day or this day. So if you're not ready for the big forgiveness, you can still move forward towards that. That's an idea. Another one that could be kind of hard, it sounds simple, but it could be really hard, and it's a really good one, is to make a phone call to somebody, a friend that you always talk to, or it doesn't have to be somebody that you always talk to, but make a phone call and assure that you're not going to talk bad. Like you're not going to complain, you're not going to gossip, or you're not going to talk bad about somebody else. Either about that person you're talking to, somebody else, or yourself, most importantly, because we also talk very bad about ourselves a lot of time. So making that phone call could be a great exercise for you, and it could be a loving act of kindness for somebody else. Okay, so the third one is what you would do for your significant other. If you do have a significant other in your life right now, I would say I love doing this, and I like doing it more as a surprise. I only have one idea for you. I think your significant other, it's more like a personal thing, so other things can occur to you. But I like doing a whole day of just loving acts of kindness for this person. And it doesn't have to be all a surprise, but it could be like half day a surprise. And mainly one thing that you want to focus on this day is doing things that they don't like doing. Like things that you know they don't like. Like they don't like doing laundry, they don't like taking their car for oil change, or maybe they don't like washing their car. So like taking a whole day to just like serve them, like taking the car to the mechanic, and then, you know, doing this paperwork for them and printing things out for them, like just those boring things that nobody wants to do. Or maybe cooking a meal for them, putting gas in their car, setting up a nice, if you have the money, like maybe taking them to enjoy nature together, and like different settings that you haven't done, but just take this whole day for this person and honor him or her and the relationship you have with them. And then if you don't have a significant other in your life, this is a great opportunity to do this for yourself. It doesn't mean you couldn't invite maybe a friend, but I would say like at least half of the day, do all these things for you. And maybe if you do want to be with somebody else, you can invite somebody else. But do things that you usually never do for yourself. Like if you always go and do your nails, for example, try to do something different. Maybe take yourself to the beach, take yourself to this nice fancy restaurant that you never go, or maybe cook for yourself this like amazing dessert that you never let yourself eat, or maybe go to a shelter, or maybe volunteer with animals if animals is what you love. Like try to go really outside of your comfort zone and do very different things. Like maybe drive down an hour to the next city and like get to know the stores there, or the shops, or the museum, or the movie. Take yourself to the movie. Like there's so many things you can do with or without money. Okay, And the last one, so it would be the fourth one, and the most important one of this exercise is to pick an act of kindness that would be anonymous. So in this one, the most important thing is that no one, absolutely no one should know that you were the one that gave this to somebody else, or that gave this act of kindness to somebody else. If you get found, then you want to do it again. And the other most important thing about this one is that you really want this one be out of your comfort zone. So try to stretch it out. If it feels too comfortable, try to stretch it out a little bit. Try to take it to the next level. So if you are going to maybe give, I don't know, maybe you're going to talk to somebody that it's going to help somebody else get a job, for example. So this could be very uncomfortable for you, then that's great. But if you're going to talk to somebody that's just a friend and it's just really easy for you, then you want to add something to that. Maybe you want to add like giving them the money, or maybe you want to send them a little basket, or maybe you want to make something for them, like something that really takes you outside of your comfort zone, but you make sure you never get found. So I hope you enjoy this, and I wish you the most amazing Valentine's Day. Feliz Dia de los Enamorados. And if you need some accountability to do this, if you want somebody to hold you accountable to do your 4 things, your 4 acts of kindness for Valentine's, please send me a message. Let me know, and I'll be your accountability for it. So wish you the best, and see you next Thursday. Take care. Thank you so much for watching our episode of Be Better Thursdays. If you would like more inspiration plus exclusive invitations and free resources to become better every day, please find the email list link in the description below this video. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel, or just like it. See you soon, and remember to be better every day.